Extremely extraordinary. Wow. That was a response earlier today when I was doing my push-ups, and someone that's, we crisscrossed at the gym, just kind of the gym nod, the gym etiquette. We obviously can recognize each other, but I'm in my zone in the gym, listening, learning. And he said to me, "Excuse me, sir, can I ask you a quick question? How many push-ups have you done?" It's amazing how God works, because just today I added them all up from the last year and to this year. I've been doing 60 push-ups a day. I said 23,640. He said, "How many?" I said 23,640. He goes, "Wow, that's extremely extraordinary." I said, "I appreciate that." And he goes, "What do you do for a living?" I said, "That's a unique question." I said, "For a living means alive, means breathing." I said, "I change people's lives for 20 plus years. I share success stories, and I'm a marketing professional. I'm a leading marketing strategist internationally, and I specialize in individuals that have a mindset to grow." I said, "Matter of fact, I wrote a book a little over 13 years ago, Champions Are Born, Losers Are Made, on the inner secrets of leadership, and one of the secrets is extreme." See, we live in a society right now where people believe being extreme is being obsessed. No, extraordinary. The difference of ordinary versus extraordinary is the little bit of extra. See, we live in a world right now where people are very busy, very rushing. There's no strategy. As obviously many of you know, my wife is a seasoned and dedicated realtor. I've been involved in and around the real estate industry, been investing and consulting for a top firm here in the United States of America. I was on CNBC back in 2006 because of some investments we made and some profit, and went against the grade with the statement of no one's moving from Florida to Connecticut or New York. That's 2006. Flip it forward to 2023. In the last year, people have said, well, interest rates are high, real estate's been slow. Well, what we positioned ourselves is there's, in the area where we live, called the Villages of Palm Beach Lakes. We're about to release another property my wife's proud to offer, and we have moved properties in 3 specific different developments, and we're releasing another one in another development. We will have 4 developments in the area out of about 7 developments. And just so you know, every one of the properties that we've offered and have transferred the awesome property to has been the highest per square foot, which means it's the highest number on Redfin, Realtor.com, on Zillow, and obviously on the D-Transfer. It's not rah-rah, it's not sensationalism. It's not me being, taking something to the, over the years, the Lemme just talks about things that it's not true. And for the troll that said that I didn't show my BMW to someone, anytime you want to go live, I will debate that with you. Yes, I sold my BMW, my car. 0 cost of goods to someone that Christy and I truly are honored that we have the opportunity to know, or we know their life's mission and motive. And I also did sell my Rolex into a ministry. So for the troll that was strong saying, Lemme talks about giving, anytime you want to go live, we'll discuss it. So yes, I did sell a 5-figure Rolex. I did sell obviously a BMW. We're givers. And I'm going to do another whole podcast on that message about giving, because we live in such a greedy, hoarding world. So know that that's a completely different message. But I know you're listening to this because you listen to my messages, because of what you said today in a very vulgar email. I know you listen to probably 25 and 35 of my podcasts on my platform. God bless you. You're awesome because you're a listener. Extremely strategic. So we're positioned. I'm about to release marketing. We all basically own the villages. For those of you interested in marketing your property for the highest investment point with the least stress and anxiety, give us a call, give us a text, allow us to. My wife just sent to 2 people just now. Someone with a condo, someone with a townhome, interested in potential listing. And we have to review it first before we put it into our strategy, because our strategy is the quality product, investment price point, fair market value. Look, success at a radical level is a little bit of extra every day, physically, emotionally, financially. Today I had a conversation with one of my consultant clients. I've been consulting for them for about 45 days, and my consultant coaching business is royalty-based. When I have to choose to engage you in it, you can't see it anywhere online. If you go to my website, I don't market coaching, I don't market consulting, because most people can't handle my strategic, unique, out-of-the-box thinking at 1 mile per hour. We live in it because what happens is people will then hear something, bring it to somebody who's never achieved record-breaking results, like never before achieved. And they'll doubt it, and that's the fear myth. Little doubt, and you don't implement. But it's interesting because I signed a non-disclosure with this company, and the company wanted to actually bring me onto an international Zoom call. I told the CEO, I said, look, because you're going to have people are going to see the results, but I'm not getting the debate. Just please keep me behind the scenes. I write the marketing. You just market. I don't need any public recognition because we have an agreement, and he's very glad to pay me because of what we literally saved them in explosive growth. Because I've been studying. He asked me today. He says, John, can I ask you a question? I know. He says, can I? I said, yeah. He says, and this guy's 71, very successful CEO, took 2 companies public. He says, I've hired companies for $2, $3, $4, $5 million up front, consultant to come with the big PowerPoint spreadsheets. I said, yeah, they have jobs. They've never had a result. I said, I'm a result guy. I live and breathe. Ask my wife, what does your husband do? I live and breathe. I read more than 1 day average person reads, and people have pulled back from self-development. This is not like my first, as they say, rodeo. The name of my company is Lemme Development Group. The group you're around is either going to develop you or destroy you or flatline you. You're going to see an entire marketing campaign begin here. Those of you interested in the Villages of Palm Beach Lakes to have your property marketed for the highest price point with a seamless real estate experience, let's see if you qualify to be our next property we offer. It's called positioning. And I remember last year when we were marketing our home, and everybody laughed, man, you've done 30 open houses, 40 open, what are you doing? Why didn't you sell it to the investor? Why do you make that? Because I have a strategy. Obviously, it seems like it's 10 years ago. It's just a handful of months ago. And now we have the positioning. I'm saying this to all of you. This is about you. It's about ask yourself, what can I do a little bit extra every day? Stop worrying. Start acting. This has only been 8 minutes I've been on a podcast. See, preparation is the key. That's the series I'm going to end up doing for over 90 days. I've only done part 1 and part 2. You can see it on all my podcast platforms. This is obviously an audio podcast, and you'll see those part 1 and part 2 series in my preparation series is video from my studio. Well, see, all it takes is preparation. Like we're going to be meeting with this individual who has a condo in townhome tomorrow. Chrissy gave his reports. We'll sit down. We'll review them. I'm saying this to all of you. A little bit of extra every day. You should have seen this guy's face earlier today. He said extremely extraordinary. It's amazing how God works because, as obviously many of you that have listened to me, that live my listeners, you know those are my words. I said I do 60 a day, and I said it's the reason why I have a Planet Fitness membership now because we travel. We'll be up in Sebring. Christy just made an offer today on a home for someone from Michigan in a beautiful home in Avon, Florida. And we're meeting them next week. They want to take us to lunch because Christy's gone so beyond Call of Duty. She goes, I feel like you're a friend of mine because I trust you. Can we take you and your husband to lunch? And you and me? I said, absolutely. Let's go. And we're excited because now that individual, that couple, that grandma, has someone she can trust in an industry. We're committed. We're not going to flatline, give up, give in, quit. I've been involved in real estate since 2006. Got the international recognition with CNBC. That was before all social media. Obviously, I believe this week we'll have the actual video footage from CNBC because back then there was no Facebook, there was no Twitter, there was no YouTube. I mean, just imagine right now having my segment on CNBC saying what I said, and it's factual. So I want to say this to all of you as we wrap this up within a 10-minute podcast. Ask yourself a question. Are you making excuses or are you making action for the little bit of extra? Because to have an extraordinary result, everything adds up. Everything is strategic, positioning, everything. First and last impression, consistency. and also being truthful. You know, some people go, John, you speak too strong. I'd love to sit down and ask yourself, what crutch are you holding on to? Why are you afraid to hear strong words? You're never going to get strong unless you hear strong words. You should have heard the CEO today of this company. The guy's worth, probably 30, 40, 50, 70, 80 million dollars. You'd know the company if I said it publicly, but I will not because I signed a non-disclosure. And I said, look, and in the beginning was challenged. I said, you signed the agreement. I don't earn any income unless your revenue goes to the next level. And when he pressed that button for the email, he never thought it would produce, and he broke every record in the company's 28-year history. I said, look, I've been studying marketing longer than some of your marketing executives are alive. You have all these kids coming out of school with a marketing degree. What does that mean? They've never marketed a product. They've never identified a problem. They've never understood subject lines, psychological communication, emotional connection, emotional benefit, value to create. They have no idea what ... means. They have no idea what spacing is. They have no idea what the scrolling thumb is on a smartphone. They have no idea what a call to action is. They have no idea what consistent communication is. They have no idea what eye contact is. Using the word you, special. They read that. You can't learn that in school. Never going to happen. He goes, man, I am never, and Chris Finney, he sent the agreement in tonight. Chris is going to renew it, going to review it because they want to lock me in for like a certain amount of years, and they actually put a scale in because they actually believe we're going to hit the next level of revenue. And I said to Chris, we're going to blow right by that. So I want to challenge all of you. What can you do today to be extremely extraordinary in due time? Everything adds up, boys and girls. My name is John Lemme, the CEO and founder of the Lemme Development Group, Inc. Once again, you can always reach us by calling or texting 561-847-3467, 561-847-3467, or simply comment or reply on whatever platform you're listening to this to on, quote-unquote, and anyone in and around the entire state of Florida. Any questions you have, it would be our absolute pleasure to have a private and confidential conversation with you about your future and your current real estate vision and goals. From the Panhandle to the Keys, we have the entire state covered with full integrity and honor. God bless you and have yourself the most magnificent, extraordinary day, because I know I am. And yes, I just want to agitate the troll. Yes, I actually showed a Rolex, meaning I actually mailed a Rolex in a package, a 5-figure Rolex to a ministry. And yes, I did sew my BMW into someone. Let that sink in. I know that's going to give you a little cardiovascular workout. God bless you. Have yourself a tremendous day. We're always here for you.